Well, the legal challenge over the reopening of salons continues. The hair and beauty industry is facing major hardships because government is refusing to budge on its decision to allow the sector to operate under the lockdown. Now, personal care businesses have been forced to close since the middle of March. Masego Ratlacha is following the story for us. She joins us now live. So, Masego, you caught up with a woman who actually owns a hair salon. How's she been surviving this past 2 months?
Well, Shahan, Dumelo Mpolo owns a salon. First of all, this is a woman who runs a salon in an area like Craig Hall in the northern suburbs of Johannesburg. So already the rent there is quite expensive. She employs about 5 women who have children. One of the women, she says, was actually pregnant and gave birth not so long ago to a baby girl, or rather, sorry, a baby boy. And, you know, she was basically saying that it doesn't only stress her, it stresses the employees that she has as well at her shop. And she imagines, you know, for those salons that have franchises that employ way more than the 5 people that she employs, how they are surviving. So not only does she owe rent on the salon, she owes rent where she stays. She cannot pay her employees. It's been about 3 months since the last time her employees actually got a salary from Dumelo. But here she is describing to us how she basically has even finished her savings.
We have not seen an income for about 3 months because, again, I come in at an entrepreneurial level. I had made certain preparations for my staff and for myself as well. But I'm telling you, we have run out of savings. I have run out of savings, you know. And unfortunately, the preparations that were made to support us on the ground, they were really not easily reachable, you know. And the processes were very long, you know, and instead we were caught between a rock and a hard place of trying to support our team members, of trying to support our employees and even ourselves as well, you know. So I personally feel that not only have we not had an income, but we have almost been invisible as an industry.
That's sad to hear. She says they've been almost invisible. So what's she hoping for, of course, from the courts?
Well, you know, people like Dumelo and others in the industry are hoping that the courts will, you know, at least decide that they can operate. She says she has a plan, Shahan. She says she's always had an online booking system for her salon. She says that's one thing that the government can assist with, especially for, you know, those people who don't necessarily have salons, you know, like a physical building that like she does. But she says, for instance, having a way to be able to book online helps her to be able to make sure that there's a certain amount of people in the salon at a time. So she's able to see that, okay, I can approve this appointment. This hairstyle is going to take me about 3 hours, so I can have this person come in for the 3 hours, and it will only be myself and her. And that still would mean that she makes less money, but at least she'll be, you know, earning some kind of a living to also be able to support her employees. So she's also hoping, Shahan, like you'll hear her with this soundbite that we're going to play for the viewers now. She says that if government would just, you know, engage with them so that they can give them the ideas on what they think should be done.
Engage us. Talk to us. What is it that we can do in order for you guys to open and for you guys to be operational? Because we do understand that this is a weight on the government. We're not coming in as an unreasonable industry. Remember that to be a hairstylist, you're from the school of thought that vukuzenzele. You know, you wake up and you do it on your own. You know, we're not from a school of thought that we want everything handed to us, again, as an entrepreneur. So let the government interact with hairstylists. Let the government interact with professional hair salon owners. And let the government ask us, guys, how can you set up systems, even for the guys on the outskirts, you know, and to make sure that the infection rate is not rising as well.
Now, Masego, I see you saw an opportunity and you used it because you actually got your hair done as well.
I did, and I mean, she's a professional, so I thought, you know what, let me try and see what, she does on the hair. I mean, Shahan, for instance, since the lockdown, my sisters and I have been DIYing, so we've been doing each other's braids, and it takes us, like with my hair, my sisters, I think, took them about 24 hours to finish my hair, but, with businesses like Dumelo's one, women want to go there because it's quicker. But just so I can show you, this is what Dumelo did. This is the talent that she has. I'll turn around. I'll try to do it very slowly. This is how she styled my hair. It's the kind of stuff that she likes to do. And she was basically just saying, can we just go back to what we love to do? But on a serious note, Shahan, you can imagine what it is that people like this have been going through. People like Dumelo have been going through in the past 3 months, especially not knowing when exactly their ban is going to be lifted. They're hearing that it might be at level 1, but we don't know how long we're even going to be on level 3. So she's basically saying she cannot take this financial strain anymore.
Yeah, definitely is the case. It's a worrying situation, and your hair is on fleek. Maseko Ratlacha.